official. This time we're actually live. So, hi everybody, welcome. We are enjoying our Friday. So happy Friday. Excited to have you guys here. Just working on some fruit pizza. So, let's see. We haven't seen each other in a while because last week we took off on Friday for a break from Thanksgiving. So hi guys, it's been a while since I've seen you all. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Did you want to see that?
Do you think I need to?
That's up to you. Let's see. Liz says hi. Pauline says yay.
Hi Liz, hi Pauline. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. Andy and I certainly did. It was very busy. We had lots of people. It was a good time, so that was delightful. It went by really quickly, which is good and bad because it's a long day, but also it kind of means that I didn't get the chance to spend as much time with our guests as I had hoped, but that is sort of the way it goes when you are the hostess. But everybody seemed to have a good time, so that was really kind of awesome. The food was delicious, if I do say so myself. So we had a great time.
Yes, Adrian, I'm dressed. I told them that, they're lucky the camera wasn't hooked up, so they would have caught me in the boxers.
Not true. He's just a weirdo. But yes, he is dressed. I can't believe you told people that, you weirdo. Hilarious. So today we're going to work on some fruit pizza. And I'm kind of just getting the fruit part of the fruit pizza ready. I went ahead and I pre-baked my pizza crust, which is that crescent dough. Now, I was able to find a brand that has crescent roll sheets, which made life very easy. I only had to pinch 2 seams together as opposed to pinching multiple seams together. So that was delightful. And I'm currently, like I said, working on the fruit part of the fruit pizza. So I'm cutting up some pears. Oops, son of a nutcracker. I think that may have only been my cutting board. I kind of hope so. So I'm cutting up my pears, and then I'm going to do some apples. I've already got my pomegranates done. And I just heard myself on Andy's computer, so that was delightful. I got my pomegranates taken care of. I'm cutting up my pears right now, and then I am going to get started on the glaze. Now, my mom made this last week for my brother, my younger brother, my little brother as I call him, even though he's not little. My mom made this pizza for my little brother last weekend, and she posted it on the Chicken and Nugget Facebook group. If you're not a part of that group, go ahead and jump on in. It's a lot of fun. People post pictures of the food that they've made. We have conversations. It's just a great forum. And it's very friendly to all diets. So whether you are gluten-free, low sodium, omnivore, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, flexitarian, keto, there is all fun stuff to talk about. We're very, very friendly, very welcoming to all diets. And that's basically kind of the way that group works. And then once a week on Friday, we have what we call Fur Friday because we are very animal friendly. We're a very animal friendly family here in our house, but also we're a very animal friendly group. So if your friend doesn't necessarily have fur, maybe they have scales or feathers, go ahead and post a picture of them up as well. Just make sure that you're staying on the thread that we started for Fur Friday, so we're not blowing up the whole group with animal photos. Not that I wouldn't enjoy that, but there are some people that may not. So we'll just do that directly on the Fur Friday thread. So when my mom made this last weekend, she made the glaze sort of at the end, and it needs to cool. I'm going to make it second. So I'm going to work on my fruit while we wait for more people to join if they're a little bit late. We started a tiny bit early, but also, you know, we kept sending out notifications that we were going live, and I don't want people to be like, are they really live? So we're giving people a couple minutes to jump on in.
Is this vegan?
My version is, but it can be vegetarian. Actually, are you looking at comments down there? Do you want me to turn? Do you want to turn the monitor around so I can keep an eye on comments? Or
No, nobody's asking anything yet. So
okay.
9 people watching on there, 4 people on Facebook, so they're still trickling in right now.
Okay. So I'll just keep working on my fruit then. But when my mom made this last week, she made it with the glaze sort of at the end, and she had to wait for it to cool. She said that she would recommend making the glaze first and allowing it to cool. I'm going to do like a mix-up. I am going to do my glaze second, and then I'm going to force it to cool quickly. So this green bowl behind my right hand shoulder, or on the left side of your screen, has some ice water in it, and that's a great way to kind of do a quick cool down. And I'll show you guys that technique and that method in a little bit. I'm just going to finish up here. All right, so my pears are done. I'm gonna give this a quick rinse just because it's kind of pear juicy, and then I'll get started on my apples. I'll be right back. All right, give that a rinse. Gave it a little bit of a dry. Gave my fingers a rinse.
Hey, Lauren's watching. Jimmy's
Hey, Lauren, hi.
fiance.
Yes, Timmy's fiance. That's so Lauren K is Andy's brother's fiance. So so give her lots of love because she's part of our family, and we are super stoked to have her join us. All right, so I've got my pears, my pomegranates, and my apples. I'm just doing 3 fruits today, and I'm just getting that squared away. So for those of you that are joining us, you know, just joining us, I'm just working on the fruit for the fruit section of the pizza, the topping. And I've got pomegranate seeds, I've got pears that I just cut up, and now I'm working on my apples. So I'm going to get those squared away so that way I can.
Bella asks, pear juice, is that a new word for the day?
Pear juice, yes. Pear juicy.
Murder pears, and then, let's see. Oh, Mary, are you coming over later?
Mary Jerome is watching. Give Mary Jerome some love. She's one of our keepers at Big Cat Rescue.
How do you get to your pomegranate seeds? Liz wants to know.
Oh, Liz, I kind of wish I had waited to demonstrate it, but it is kind of a time-consuming process. So there's a couple ways to get to pomegranate seeds. You can take a bowl and put water in it, and then you can submerge your pomegranate under the water and kind of break it up that way. But the best way to describe using a pomegranate is a scoring method. So I'm going to just sort of demonstrate it on my apple. So what you would do is you would cut the top off of your pomegranate. Cut the top off your pomegranate, like so.
Hold on. There you go. You're up top.
So you would kind of trim this top here. I'm not going to do it on my apple because I actually need it. But you would trim the top, and then you would, with your knife, you would very gently score the outside. And again, I'm not going to do this on my apple because I actually need it. And then you kind of make a cross hatch. And then you sort of go in and you very gently break it open. And you want to do that over a bowl and wearing clothes that you don't mind getting messy, because there will be some exploding. You'll have pomegranate juice on you and on your kitchen. It's a good mess, but it's a mess. And then there are these guys. There are these little, am I up top again? Or?
Yeah, you're up top.
Okay, so there are these guys, these little arils, or seeds really is what they are. And then you can very gently sort of pull them away from the white pulp. Now the white pulp doesn't taste good, don't eat it. It's kind of gross. But the benefit of having the water where you drop your seeds in is that the white pulp tends to float. So you can pull it away and discard it. So you can do it very carefully like that. There's another way where you do the same method. You kind of score the pomegranate, you peel it apart, and then you take a wooden spoon and you sort of hold the pomegranate cut side down in your hand. For my childhood. I'm just kidding, Mom, I'm just kidding. So you can tend to do it that way and they'll come off in your hands. But I prefer my method of sort of gently peeling the seeds away from the white fleshy pulp area. So that's my preferred method.
I'm going to turn this around because I'm half paying attention to it.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So we have a question about, yes, Liz, underwater does work. Kimmy, the cutting board is actually handmade by Andy, and he does sell them. And this is sort of, I think this is one of the first ones you ever made me, right? This little cutting board?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this cutting board is one of the first ones that Andy made. So this is one of my favorite cutting boards. I like this one. I mean, they're all my favorite, but I like this one. It's just kind of a little one. It stays out of the way. And then I have a big one that also has this checkerboard pattern as well. And then I have a third one that I use for my aromatics like garlic, ginger, onion, that kind of thing. And it's sort of a mishmash of striping pattern. It's beautiful. They're all beautiful. I love them. All right, so Bella has a question about Angus, I believe. Exciting news from Bridget's Fosters. Angus got adopted. Mary and her husband are headed off to the SPCA right now to fill out the adoption papers for Angus. So he will be going to his new home tonight, and I'm so excited and happy for him. He got his stitches out yesterday, and he's doing really well. So we are very excited about that. So we're looking forward to Angus going to his new home just in time for Christmas. So, which reminds me, if you guys are thinking about adopting an animal for Christmas, please think very carefully, because it's not just a Christmas time adoption. That is a promise for an entire life. Their entire life, but still a life. All right, so I'm just gonna keep working. Andy, Bella wants to know if she gave Kimmy the right website for the cutting boards.
It's thecoppercog.com.
Yep, it's on thecoppercog.com. Oh, this apple needs a little bit of love at the tail end, so we're just gonna get rid of that. Goodbye.
You're up top.
Oh, okay.
And you're up front, so Facebook, you're up front.
Okay.
You're up top.
Thanks. Wilhelmina, I don't know if he's going to keep his name. That has yet to be seen. That is a good question, but we'll keep you guys posted. We'll probably do maybe a live video of adoption tonight after this is over, and we'll ask Mike and Mary. We'll put them on the spot and see what their plans are for his name. Sometimes they change names, you know. Makes sense to me. You know, Bella, I'm sure we'll get to see him grow up. I know that Mary and Mike will send photos. I'll post them on the Bridget's Fosters page, so we'll be able to keep tabs on this little guy. So don't worry. It'll be a good time. So I'm just finishing up my fruit here, and then we'll get down to the nitty-gritty of this fruit pizza. But I just wanted to give everybody time to kind of get here, get settled. You know, grab a beverage if you want one or need one, and not really miss anything. Since this is the only thing we're doing tonight, I can kind of be a little bit more casual in my instruction. Not instruction, but in our time frame, I guess. I don't feel like I have to rush to get multiple things done. It's not like 2 weeks ago when we were getting ready for Thanksgiving. So, but Christmas will be happening soon, and we'll be getting ready for that. So keep your eyes peeled on the website, on Facebook, and we'll be doing a lot of Christmas related posts as well. Lots of really exciting stuff happening around here. So it'll be a good time. All right. So for this pizza, I've chosen fall specific flavors because even though it's Christmas time, fall and Christmas in Florida sort of mesh together. And I'm going to, hey Liz, I'm going to give us some more fall type toppings. I'm going to do pomegranate, pear, and apple. I'm going to rinse my hands off just because I got some apple schmutz under my nails.
Excuse me, what is schmutz?
Schmutz is schmutz, I guess. Wilhelmina, I am making, this is dessert. Yes, this is dessert for hot lunch. So I've got right here, you guys can see, I've got my crescent roll crust. Now I'll turn this around so you guys can see it better. No, not necessarily. Oh, Bella's thanking you for taking the food to Catherine on for Thanksgiving.
You're welcome. It was our pleasure.
Yeah, we love to take care of that kind of stuff. In fact, I'm going to be doing a catering order for Christmas as well. So Catherine is going to be on property. She's the ops manager on Christmas Day. So we'll be dropping food off for her Christmas Eve. So Catherine will have a nice Christmas dinner on Christmas. Well, to come home to after she's taking care of getting everybody their meds and their supplements and their PM diets. Because even though it's Christmas, the cats don't take the day off. Oh, Mary Jerome said that Angus will be keeping his name.
Nice. It's a great name.
It is a good name. It is a good name. So Angus will continue to be Angus. Which makes me happy.
Love it.
Oh, Kimmy, we're happy to do it. Catherine works so hard and she's always there in case of an emergency. So I just want to make sure that she knows that she's got what she needs. And it's really hard to find a place to get dinner delivered on Christmas Day. So I'm happy to do it. Plus, our friend, one of the senior keepers, is an EMT. And so she may be working as well. Oh, Mary, if you and Mike are working Christmas and you guys don't get the chance to get off, if you would like some of that catering order as well, just let me know and I'll make you guys a little mini meal too. And then you can just come home on Christmas whenever you guys are done and reheat. Because Mike and Mary are also first responders. And we are just so grateful for our first responders. We have so many in our family that we really want to make sure that we're caring for not only our first responders, but also our operations managers at Big Cat Rescue because they're doing so much work too. So we want to get everybody a good hot meal. So, all right, I'm just looking at comments. I'm almost done with my fruit. Now, the thing about apples and pears is that, yes, and bananas especially, we know that when they've been cut or sliced, they start to brown almost immediately. However, the glaze that we make to go on the top of the pizza has a lot of citrus in it, in both the form of orange juice and lemon juice. So that helps kind of prevent that browning from getting too far. Now, you can make this pizza the night before you have an event, but you can also make it the day of, which is something that I know people are wondering.
Emmett has a question.
Hey, Emmett.
Will the crust be low carb?
The crust is probably not low carb because I'll be honest, this crust is a crescent roll crust. So I bought that canned crescent roll from a tube, popped it open, and it is basically all carbs. Not gonna lie. Now, I'm wondering how you could make a low carb crust. I don't know. I'd be interested to, I'll do some work on thinking about that, how you could do a low carb crust. You know, there are people making those, what are they called? Chaffles? Like cheese waffles. They make like a, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that would make a good crust, like a chaffle crust. That'd be interesting. Good question, Emmett.
Let them know where they can get the recipe. We'll send it out Monday.
Okay, so you guys, if you are interested in this recipe, you can go to chickenandnugget.com. There'll be a pop-up right there when you first jump on. It's one of two pop-ups because I hate pop-ups, so we work really hard to keep them at a minimum. And it just gives you the opportunity to. Andy is dancing with a cat behind the camera, so.
Sorry. Distracting.
So that pop-up gives you the opportunity to sign up for the recipes, which we will send out when Monday, you said?
Yeah, we'll send it out with a blog post on Monday.
Okay, so we'll send it out with the blog post on Monday. If you don't want to sign up for the emails every time you go to the Chicken and Nugget website, it'll pop up. If you do sign up for the emails, that'll be you'll eliminate 50% of the pop-ups. So I don't love pop-ups, so I really, when Andy and I were working on the website, that was sort of my one addition to his work. Because really, he's in charge of the website. He's so tech savvy. He's my tech guy that, he really kind of took it and ran with it, which I'm grateful for. But I just really did not want pop-ups. So, all right, I'm going to put these away. I'm going to get them out of my workspace, and then I'm going to give my hands a rinse real quick. All right. So a little bit more about the crust. Now, I know a lot of times that when people make a fruit pizza, they are more interested, like they'll use a sugar cookie crust. That's really sweet for me, in my opinion. So my mom and I use a crescent roll crust. It cuts back on the sweetness a little bit, which is really ideal in my opinion, because the fruit is sweet, the glaze is on the sweeter side, we sweeten the cream cheese sauce, icing, whatever you want to call it, base. So I find that the crescent roll dough makes it a little bit less sweet. So that's sort of the change up here from sort of the norm of frozen or fruit pizza. I almost said frozen pizza, which is one of my dad's favorite things to eat. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get my glaze going. Diane wants to know if once you've signed up, you don't have to do it again for the recipes, do you?
No, you don't need to sign up again.
Okay.
You're on there, you get it on Monday. If anybody is already signed up and you didn't get the Thanksgiving recipes, just shoot us a message on Facebook and we'll send them to you.
All right, so Diane, did you catch that?
Everybody that signed up on Thanksgiving got lasagna. Whoops.
Diane, once you've signed up for recipes, you shouldn't have to sign up again. If for some reason you do, send us a message. Also, if you signed up before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving and you didn't get the Thanksgiving recipes, let us know. Kimmy wants to know how you can top giving a tour of Vacation Rotation Live. And Bella suggested you could always clean a cage. So, for those of you watching that aren't familiar, Andy and I are volunteers at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. It is an exotic cat sanctuary where we care for neglected and abused exotic cats. So we talk about that kind of a bit because it's a big part of our life. Cats are a big part of our life. And one of the things that I do and one of the reasons that we're doing this is because I make lunches for the people, for some of the volunteers at Big Cat Rescue. They sign up for the lunch option that I offer them once a week, and I bring it in, and that way the weekend volunteers can have a hot lunch available to them if they are interested. So that's one of the reasons that these live videos kind of got started, was because I was making these meals for people, and we thought that we would share the process with our friends and family and just people kind of all over the world if they were interested in learning more about food and mostly vegan eats and plant-based options. We do mostly plant-based, but we also do some omnivore options. Christmas time, I'm gonna do an omnivore option. I'm gonna make a beautiful meat dish on around Christmas time. So we're not just plant-based, but we're mostly plant-based. I like to call it MPB, mostly plant-based. All right, so don't worry, Bella, we know you're joking. I'm not sure Andy would ever clean a cage, though, I'll be honest. Lived heavy Aries. Kimmy, Orion was sick, and oh my gosh, was he heavy. I had to carry a 140-pound mountain lion in a transport cage. We don't touch our cats, but I had to carry Orion Monday and Wednesday. So by the end of the day on Wednesday, I was pretty tired. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to get started on the glaze. I am going to start by adding, actually first I'm going to start by getting my recipe because I don't have it memorized. I need to cheat. I'll be right back. Okay. Bring this in here just so that way I can see. All right, so in a small bowl, I'm going to mix my 1/2 cup sugar with 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I'm just gonna set that aside. All right, so this is 1/2 cup sugar and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I'm just gonna mix this really, really well, because I want that sugar and cornstarch to really blend so my cornstarch doesn't clump up when I add it to the liquid. So I'm just kind of going through and getting that all squared away now. Because once you start the glaze, it really kind of goes quickly. Especially on these burners this burner that I'm using. What kind of heat did we call this?
Convection.
No.
Induction?
Induction. The induction burner. On these really...
It's inductioning something.
Or vectioning something. All right. So Bella, when you... Oh, hi, Mom. Andy, would you let Bridget know? Hi, Mom. I see that you're watching. Okay. So Bella, the reason for mixing the cornstarch and the sugar in this bowl is that you're going to add it to a liquid, and it's going to thicken that liquid up. But if you add straight cornstarch to a liquid, it gets real clumpy. You know how sometimes you get really clumpy gravy and you don't know what happened? It's possible that someone didn't mix the cornstarch in the most effective way. It could also be that it was just an off day for gravy. Let's just be honest. We've all had those days. Now, you guys, I've used this method before in our strawberry pie recipe back in summer. So this is, pretty normal routine. You want to go ahead and mix that cornstarch with your sugar. All right, so that's nicely blended. I'm going to get that out of my way. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my glaze really going. I'm going to turn my oven or my burner on, and to my pot I'm going to add 1.5 cups of orange juice. Now I'm using a no pulp orange juice, much to Andy's chagrin.
All orange juice should have pulp. Lots and lots of. It should be a liquid blended orange
Oy.
with the skin. More pulp, the better.
You're bananas. All right, and I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So I'm gonna get this going. Oh, it smells really good in here already. And I'm gonna do this on medium-high heat. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna take my sugar and cornstarch mixture, and I'm going to use 1/4 cup. And I'm gonna mix 1/4 cup orange juice, just the orange juice, and I'm gonna mix this all together, okay? If you want to. Okay. All right, so I'm just mixing this all together. And this is also going to help with that cornstarch dilemma of making things clumpy. So I'm just waiting for my juice to warm up. Oh, hey Karen, welcome. You didn't miss much. I cut up some fruit and now I'm just working on some glaze. So in this small bowl here, I've got 1/2 cup of sugar and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch along with 1/4 cup of orange juice. Over here in this pot, I've got 1½ cups orange juice. All right, so there we go. That's all done. All right, so my juice is getting warm. All right. And again, this is the recipe my mom made my brother last weekend for his Friendsgiving. Alright, so my juice is starting to come to a low boil and I can see it's moving around. So, oh, I actually needed them to see.
I'm giving it a look like, change it.
Bella, pineapple would be perfect with this. So sometimes when I make this, I use the pineapple juice from the can instead of orange juice. So you can absolutely sub pineapple for this. So yeah, go ahead and use pineapple juice for this if you guys want to sub that out. All right, so we're getting some movement here in the pan. You guys can kind of see. So what I'm going to do is hang on, I have something. I have teeny tiny lemon seeds in here. I have to fish those out. There's one. And 2. Okay. Alright, so you guys can see we got some movement here. I'm going to go ahead and get this part in and get that going so that I can make my glaze. And I've got my sugar, I've got 1/4 cup of orange juice, and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in this small bowl that I'm now adding to my 1½ cups orange juice. Mom, the pineapple juice does keep the fruit from browning because it has that acidity. It's just a different flavor from the orange juice. All right. So once this kind of reaches a low boil and I can feel it starting to boil, you can see here it's starting to, I'm going to turn my temperature down just a little bit and I'm going to let it go for 2 minutes. And you want to stir this pretty much constantly for 2 minutes because you don't want it to burn on the bottom. And be very, very careful with this because it is hot. It is hot liquid sugar, basically. So just keep it going. I'll turn this up just a little bit. Yeah, see, I've got my bubbles going here. So you can see that it's boiling. Liz, I don't think you're going to get the same glaze with flour. I would definitely recommend cornstarch. If you have like a corn allergy, maybe try like a tapioca flour. See if that helps. I know sometimes we can use tapioca for this. I think sometimes tapioca is used as a thickening agent instead of cornstarch. Oh, and my mom says that cornstarch makes the glaze prettier too. So now the recipe here says that you need to go for 2 minutes or until your glaze is clear. I have never found that it goes completely clear. I get that it becomes sort of translucent, but because you're using orange juice, it's never going to be truly clear. It's not going to be like water clear. I mean, we do eat with our eyes, so when we make something and we need to, we want it to be pretty or, visually appealing. Man, it smells good in here.
It's very lemony.
It's very citrusy.
Citrusy.
Alright, so it's thickened really nicely. I'm going to give this another minute. And then we'll be able to be all good. Yeah, Liz, the orange is really nice. It's really great this time of year too. Granted we're adding sugar and cornstarch and cream cheese, but we're getting our vitamin C, we're getting our citruses in, which is really beautiful this time of year.
Nikki said like opaque?
Yeah, like an opaque, like almost, like a little bit on the more translucent side of opaque, because I think opaque means you can't see through it. Mom, have fun tonight. I love you.
You still want them on top?
Yeah, for just oh, wait, no, I'm good now. Here, I'm going to pass that back to you because I need to I need them facing me now, please.
Yeah, here we go.
Switch them back. There we go. Oh, hey guys, you're back. All right. So, Liz, I've never tried it with lemonade, but definitely maybe give that a go. The only thing about lemonade is that it has that sugar already in it. So you could definitely use fresh lemon juice. That would be tasty. I love lemon. My mom isn't a huge fan of lemon, so it's she's never used lemon. I've never thought to use lemon, but that would be. I love lemon. Love lemon. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and I need this to cool down so you guys can kind of see. Oh, can you flip them back, please? So as I go back and forth, you guys can kind of see that it's a little bit thinner. Maybe you can't see, but when I turn the pan, I can see sort of to the bottom. All right, so I need this to cool down quickly. Now, can you make them forward again? I'm sorry.
It's all right.
My hands are full. All right, so I need this to cool down quickly, and a very easy method to getting that done is to have an ice bath, which is this big green bowl behind me. So I've got a lot of ice and some water going in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna nestle this pot down in here, making sure that I don't get any water in here. But then every once in a while I can come back and stir. All right. Whew. All right.
Is that cool down?
It's fairly cool, but I'm gonna need it out of the way pretty soon.
It's cool enough.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. See what I did there? Oh, my hair is crazy. Sorry, guys.
That was terrible.
I
You need to
know.
work on your dad jokes. They kind of aren't great.
Oof. All right, let's bring this monster over. Urgh. Okay, will you plug me in, please? Thanks. All right.
Hey, Stacy Mathis watching.
Hey, Stacy. Wow, your family's jumping on. I love that. Hi, family. All right, so now it's time to do the cream cheese for the pizza. So in my mixer, my mixing bowl, I've got, let's turn you guys, there we go. So in my mixing bowl, I've got a half a cup of sugar, and then I'm gonna add my cream cheese. Now I'm going to add extra cream cheese as opposed to just one block. I added a little bit extra simply because I have a big slab of pizza and I just wanted to make sure I had enough. Now I may have leftovers, which is fine because I can always make an extra pizza or a small pizza for myself because Andy will be gone. I also added about an extra 2 tablespoons of sugar. So I did half a cup of sugar plus 2 tablespoons because I knew I was adding more cream cheese. All right, so now I'm going to add, my cream cheese, Bella, is softened. It's room temp.
Nikki wants, actually you just answered it.
Now I'm gonna do a generous teaspoon of vanilla as well. Just because I've got, I just have a tiny little bit left in here. So I'm just gonna use it because I've got extra cream cheese and extra sugar, so. But the recipe calls for a teaspoon of vanilla. And yeah, you're gonna wanna soften that cream cheese. I'm gonna go ahead, oh, son of a nutcracker. I'm gonna go ahead and whisk my glaze. Make sure it's cooling down nicely. And it is. All right, so I've got that. And yes, Kimmy, it's always better to have too much than not enough. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just lock my mixer and I'm gonna turn it on. So it's gonna get a little noisy, but I'm gonna make sure that this is all really nicely combined. Ooh, it smells really good in here. That vanilla and the sugar, so good. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and scrape down my mixing paddle here and just give it a little quick, just one more quick go around now that I've gotten all the stuff off of it. So definitely when you guys are making this, make sure that you have enough time to get it to be cooled down before you serve it. You definitely want it to sit in the fridge for a couple of hours, overnight. You just want everything to come together so that way it's not gonna fall apart. And I am currently using a vegan cream cheese, So those tend to kind of, when they come to room temp, they get to be a little bit softer and a little bit more mushy than cottage cheese, you know, with cow's milk. So definitely pay attention to the kind of cottage or the kind of cream cheese you're using. I don't know why I said cottage cheese. Definitely pay attention to the kind of cream cheese you're using and make sure that it's just not getting too soft. Now this is going to be a little bit soft, but everything I'm working on right now is either cooled down entirely or it's getting cool. So put this together, give it one more go round. Oh, your mom's watching. Hi, Abby. Oh my gosh, you guys. Mom Abster. I'm gonna turn this off. Mom Abster is Andy's mom. So I know, Abby, you just missed my mom. She just left. She had to go to an event. So give my mother-in-law some love because she is an awesome, awesome lady. Abby, we are making fruit pizza, and I'm actually making plant-based fruit pizza, or vegan fruit pizza, if you will. Are you gonna come say hi to your mom? Babe.
In a bit.
Alright.
I'm working on this. Then I'll say hi to her.
Okay. Alright.
We said hi for many years, so.
Still. Oh. Liz, I love my mixer, and you guys can see I have a custom mixer that my very talented husband, just in case you guys didn't know how talented he is, designed for me. One Christmas I actually came out, it was what, like 4 or 5, it was before Big Cat.
6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, it was before we started volunteering at Big Cat. And I came out Christmas morning, and there was my mixer on the kitchen.
Hi, Mom. See, there you go. We're done.
There was my mixer on the kitchen counter, and it was all decorated in these awesome cupcakes with crossbones. Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. All right, I'm going to get this out of my way. And while I do... Oh, son of a nutcracker. That was intense. All right, so we'll get that there. Get that out of the way. Give this a little bit of a mix. Oh yeah, it's thickening up nicely. So I'm going to bring this over. Bring this over here. Ooh, it's precarious. I'll move this just for a minute. And then I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I was doing up here. So this, you know, upwards view. And let's see. Okay, that's not hot anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out because it is getting to be a little bit too thick. Got a little carried away there. But that's okay. Cooking is perfectly imperfect. Don't forget. All right, so I'm going to get rid of my ice bath. All right. All right, so now it's time to build our pizza. So I've got my, yoink, hello.
Come on.
There we go.
Pretty good?
Yes,
Good? All right.
yes, thank you.
Try to make it easier for you. There
So
you
I've
go.
got my pizza crust base, and I'm using the crescent roll dough for that. And I'm gonna take my cream cheese, and I'm just gonna put it down here. Now remember, I'm using a vegan cream cheese, but you can use that, you can use an omnivore, or not an omnivore, oh, that would be gross. You can use a vegetarian cream cheese that's, you know, that's cow milk based. I'm doing a plant-based cream cheese.
No omnivores were used in our cooking.
And I'm just gonna spread this down and over the crust. So you guys can kind of see here that I've I'm probably actually going to need all of that cream cheese mixture. And in some places it's a little bit thinner, and in some places it's a little bit thicker. And you know, just remember that cooking is, again, it's perfectly imperfect. We just, you know, cooking is the way that we let people know how much we love them. It's how we let ourselves know how much we love us. When we make delicious food, we're giving ourselves a thumbs up. We like ourselves. Doesn't have to be healthy food, just, you know, delicious food. Now, I'm not saying all your meals should be unhealthy, but I'm just saying, you know, good food is good for us. I'm going to go ahead and drop that down. Smear some more cream cheese over the top. And now before I slice this, I'm going to put it in the fridge. So it's going to have to sit in the fridge probably overnight, so I'll have to finish up my hot lunches tomorrow.
Bella, that's a good question. What is that you're using called?
Oh, Bella, this little doodad in my hand here, this guy, is called an offset spatula. And it's a really handy cooking tool if you do a lot of icing or cake decorating or honestly even fruit pizza making. It's pretty handy to have around. So it's just nice because it like you see it's sort of offset here. It's a very handy little tool. Not necessary, but definitely handy. When you spend a lot of time in the kitchen, sometimes it's nice to have tools that will help you cheat a little. Or at least make your life easier. All right. All right. Bye, Liz. Have a good night. All right, so you guys can see that our apples are kind of browning a little bit, but that's not the worst thing in the world. So I'm gonna go, my mom made it really pretty and like, she had patterns and thought process. I'm just sprinkling fruit over the top just because I'm a little more free form. I'm a little bit more of a free spirit sometimes. I'll grab some pears. So I'm doing pears, apples, and pomegranate seeds, and then I'll do my glaze over the top. All right, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead and hit me up. Andy, do we have any questions on your end that I'm not getting because we're doing the double stream?
Let's see. Wow. Kareen said that her KitchenAid mixer is almost 45 years old.
Holy fish sticks, Kareen. That's awesome. She's got a 45-year-old KitchenAid mixer. I love it.
Nope, we're good.
Kimmy, I'm hungry too. I'm excited for dinner tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us, by the way, and staying up late. It's almost 11 o'clock where Kimmy lives, so...
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I'm going to give my hands a quick rinse. And do our pomegranate seeds. These are just gorgeous. I love them. Get back on there. Abby, I think some grocery stores might sell that offset spatula. You can probably get it on Amazon or get it through Target. I don't know where that one came from because it was a Christmas gift.
Got that one. I got that one from.
Did you get it from Williams Sonoma?
Williams Sonoma.
Okay, Andy says that he got that for me from Williams Sonoma. the offset spatula. But I'm sure you can get it elsewhere. Definitely Amazon. I mean, they have everything on Amazon. Let's just be honest. Now, the benefit to having all of this extra fruit cut up means that I can eat it. Whatever doesn't get used. So, yay! And these pomegranate seeds are delicious. They make an awesome snack. So, I know what we will be sitting around on the couch eating tonight after dinner. Pomegranate seeds. And they're good for you, too. So, yeah, Liz, any kitchen store would be a good idea to check. Bed Bath & Beyond might carry them. All right. So, I've got my fruit pizza all set up. What are you giggling about? All right. Bella said I'm a wild child. It's true, Bella. And if my mom were here, she would totally agree.
She nuts.
Hey!
Kidding. Or am I?
Alright. Oh, son of a nutcracker. That happened. I think I need a new... Babe, I think I need a new whisk. Maybe for Christmas I could get one.
Dude, what did you do?
I don't know!
How did this happen?
I use this thing all the time!
I think I got some super glue in the grub.
Thanks.
I'll put some duct tape around that.
Oh, man.
I'll make it nice.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe some glitter on the outside of that duct tape.
Oh, I do love glitter.
Yeah.
But that would end up in the food. It would not be good. All right, so I'm just going to take my glaze, and I'm using a small spatula, and I'm just going to kind of carefully sort of spoon it over, and it may have gotten a little bit too cold, but that'll be okay. We're just kind of spooning it over and spreading it off. Again, remember, cooking is perfectly imperfect, and I'm just going to keep saying that because I think I may have cooked it a little bit too long. It may have gone a little too far, but it's going to be okay, guys. Let's be honest, these volunteers are hungry by the time they get done with their morning jobs, whether that be cleaning up after the cats and feeding them, whether that be giving 1, 2, or 3 rounds of tours. They're hungry.
Nikki has a question.
What's up, Nikki?
First off, she said glitter is a little life necessity.
Glitter is amazing.
And then she said, have you tried pomegranate seeds frozen? Sweet treat.
Oh, I have not tried frozen pomegranate seeds, Nikki. Thank you. That's awesome. Give that a whirl. My tummy is starting to talk, so hopefully you guys can't hear it on camera. Apparently I need food. Ooh, edible glitter, Liz. I forgot they made edible glitter.
That sounds
Awesome.
terrible.
So right now I'm really mostly just trying to cover my pears and my apples because that glaze is going to keep any more browning from happening.
Not if it had glitter in it. God, I didn't say that joke.
Guys, that man I married is weird. But I really like him.
Weird's where it's at.
Weird is where it's at. Ooh. All right. So yeah, I think what happened is I let my glaze go a little bit too long on the stovetop. I think I cooked it just a little bit too long, so it's a little bit more gelatinous than I would prefer, but it's not the end of the world. It's not going to taste any different. It's just going to be just as delicious. It's just a little bit more difficult to work with is all. But no worries. No worries. We live and we learn. I haven't made this recipe in so long. What are you giggling about?
Barbara Brower. If you eat glitter, does it come out as glitter on the other end?
Oh, Barbara, I don't know about that. I'm not sure what happens after you've consumed the glitter and how it occurs on the back end. I'm not sure.
Maybe as a
No. Not trying that as an experiment. You can if you want.
No, I was thinking as like a fundraising tool. I can give a review.
Oh, no one wants to know that, Andy. No one wants to know that.
Barbara does, she asked.
Yes, well. Good grief. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and get this glazed the rest of the way on.
Oh, Nikki confirmed it does.
Oh, Nikki knows that. Okay, so we have confirmation that if you consume glitter, it is still glitter on the other end.
Awesome!
Oh, man. And we're live.
And we're live.
Alright, so we got that. Just finishing up here. Bella was like, she doesn't need to know. I don't blame Bella. I didn't want to know either, but inquiring minds needed to know. So we had questions and answers. It's an educational show in so many ways.
I have so many bad jokes.
Don't say your jokes. don't tell people your jokes. No one wants to hear that. Get on there. Get on there. So my question is, do you Oh, Elisa's grossed out by Elisa, you're grossed out by the glitter, right? Not the pizza, because otherwise I'm sorry, you're getting this. Either you're getting the pizza for dessert or you're getting no desserts, depending on what you're grossed out by. So here's my question. What's everybody's favorite part of the pizza? Is it the crust or the middle? Like the outside or the middle? That's my question. What's your favorite part of the pizza? Is it the outside? Like brownies. What's your favorite part of the brownie?
All of it.
Well, yeah, all of the brownie is delicious. Ooh, I really want brownies now.
When your mom leaves it out on the counter and then it's gone by the time she gets home.
Your mom or my mom? Yeah, your mom should never have left food out on the counter between you and your brothers. Your poor mother. She put up with so much with you boys.
Ooh, we're gonna have a treat in just a little bit.
We are?
Yeah. If we go long enough, Mary's making more.
Oh, well, we're actually done, so we can go live on Bridget's Foster's.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. I'll post the link if anybody doesn't have it. So sit tight, guys. Another link coming.
And this is for our foster program that we do. For those of you that are watching, we do a foster program. We foster kittens, and one of our foster kittens is getting adopted in just a little bit. So, I will go grab him.
Nikki cuts out the center of the pizza.
Oh, good call. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go up top real quick. All right, so there you guys have it. There is fruit pizza.
Are you gonna bake that any further?
No, it doesn't get baked any further. It just goes in the refrigerator.
We're gonna Instagram the life of that thing on it.
Yes, we are. All right, so actually, you know what? We'll grab little man. You want to grab little man? I'm gonna sit down for a minute. So if you want to grab the little man,
down, chat with the peeps. I will go get little man. Oh man.
All right.
I'm lost in tabs.
Oh my goodness. So
Nikki wants to know if Angus is getting adopted.
Angus is getting adopted tonight. Apparently, my father-in-law would like Angus to be. So wait, Mike wants what? Abby, Mike wants the pizza shipped to him, or Mike wants the kitten shipped to him? Because I need to know what is Mike wants. Mike wants. I need to know what Mike wants shipped to him. So this is all done. It's just gonna go in the fridge. I'm gonna put it in the fridge overnight simply because it's just gonna make my life easier. Also, I still have to assemble all of the hot lunches. I have like 15 hot lunches for tomorrow. That's a lot of lunch. So I have to finish making all of those and get them assembled. Oh, Mike wants pizza sent to him.
1-800 Domino's?
No, he wants this pizza.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, it's bright out here. Oh, it's so bright. Were you sleeping? Were you snoozing?
I'm gonna miss this little guy.
I'm gonna miss him too, but he's going just down the road.
I know. It's just nice having him like walking around. And
He has grown since we've gotten him.
see him improve and how he's figured out is he only has one front leg.
He has grown since we've gotten him. Like, he's bigger. He's purring up a storm, you guys. Oh yeah, no, Paige doesn't need a kitty. Paige is my in-laws' dog. She's adorable, but
No,
that kid
Paige.
is made of springs. Are you baking biscuits? Are you baking biscuits? Oh, you guys. There's some biscuits being made over here.
Do I have like pizza in there or something?
Have you had pizza today?
Yes. I
Oh,
did.
that's right. You did have pizza for lunch.
Yep.
So, Susan, we do bond to the kittens. I mean, we've had plenty of foster fails, but we're getting better at not being foster failures in that we're sending them back. One of the ways that we don't bond is that I get ginormous litters. I mean, I get like 6, 7 kittens at a time. I don't know the recipe for kitten biscuits. You just smush them down. Karen, they won't let him outside. It's one of our keepers, actually, Mary Jerome and her husband, Mike. They are, she's one of our keepers at Big Cat. So she's staying inside. He's going to be an inside boy. He has 4 older brothers. So he's going to be perfectly safe. He's coming. I couldn't be more excited about this whole situation, to be honest. I'm very much looking forward to the fact that he's going to a good home. Bella, of the two of us, Andy is the bigger sucker when it comes to our foster kittens. And that's one of the reasons we've had so many foster failures. But the reason that we don't keep our kittens anymore is I get to the point where I'm ready for them to go. Like, I love them, but they are just wild children climbing me like a tree. It's time. Plus, we have a senior cat who's in renal failure, and so he needs a lot of our time and attention and finances. And so bringing a kitten into this environment, it wouldn't be fair to anybody. It wouldn't be fair to George. It wouldn't be fair to the kitten. It wouldn't be fair to us. So we are not adopting any more cats right now. But they need help with the SPCA. Every shelter across America always needs foster parents. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But does anybody have any food-related questions? What's with the face?
Oh, I was getting full on bath over here.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, we're getting cleaned. There's a bath happening. Apparently you are dirty. Susan, George has been with us for 15 years. 15 years. And we love him. He's hanging out with us as long as we can. Keep him around. So any food related questions? Otherwise, we are going to say à bientôt, which is French for see you later, and we'll hop on over to Bridget's Fosters if you guys want to follow us along there for his adoption. Oh, Bella, don't worry. You weren't making anybody feel bad. Not a problem. No, we don't feel bad at all.
Let's see. Nikki wants to know: have you tried breadfruit?
What is breadfruit?
No idea.
I have not tried breadfruit. I have not even heard of this fruit. Interesting. No, I don't know what breadfruit is. I have not tried it, and I'm interested. I'll look it up. Bye, Abby. Thanks for joining us. It was fun to have you. We had both the moms today. I love it. So we'll see you guys at Bridget's Fosters if you guys want to watch the adoption process. Otherwise, we will be live tomorrow on the Daily Big Cat. What's happening here? Oh, gotcha. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the Daily Big Cat, which is dailybigcat.com. It is a YouTube channel. Andy and I go live at Big Cat Rescue and you guys can check out what's going on at the sanctuary if you have never been there. So it's dailybigcat.com, 12:15 East Coast time, which is also what we call Big Cat time because that's where we are. We're on the East Coast. So if you guys need anything or have any questions, go ahead and hop on chickenandnugget.com. There's a way that you guys can reach out to us there. That's how you can get our recipes for everything you see here on our website or on our lives. If you guys need anything, there's a mouse on your table. Hilarious. If you guys need anything, you can also reach out to Bridget at chickenandnugget.com. Otherwise, we'll catch some of you guys on Bridget's Fosters. We'll catch some of you guys on the Daily Big Cat tomorrow at 12:15 Eastern. Or we'll catch you guys back here next Friday. So we'll see you guys when we see you. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, everybody. And enjoy your food. Bon appetit. Bye, guys.